It's Dad. It's Alan. So I've been tasked to learn. Sorry, I'm just checking what I've got here. I've been tasked to learn how to let's see, basically learn XOJO, and so I'm just doing a couple tutorials just to kind of familiarize myself with this. I've got a lot of database experience, a lot of web app experience, and so I'm hoping to put a lot of this to good use. So I'm going to be going through some of these tutorials just to freshen my skills up. I haven't programmed in several years, and XOJO is brand new to me. It's object-oriented programming. So let's get started. I'm basically here's the project folder, but I'm doing this little tutorial, hands-on with loops. It's part of the textbook series that XOJO has. So I'm going to actually switch monitors here. Let's see, if you want to see more of my videos, you can go to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I'll do a quick plug here. Let me see, how do I do this dashboard? My fear is I'm going to show things that I don't mean to show. But here's my channel. So, oh, it looks like I uploaded the same video twice. Okay, so I had it right the first time. All right, so font previewer, viewer. It's my application name. All right, so now it's going to create all that. Excuse me while I have soda. All right, now I know what I'm doing. All right, so I'm following the directions. And okay, so basically project, we got inspector here. We call it font previewer. And then we're gonna go to the title of the window, font previewer. Let's see, update your, okay. Sorry, I'm just being distracted by my phone. All right, got that. Now I need 3 controls. So we're heading to the library here. I want, oops, there we go. Okay, I want a text field. I want a list box. So where's the list box? Yeah, list box. And yeah, let's. Okay, and then I want a text area. Text area. Text area. Oh, here it is. Text area. Okay, got it. Now we can go to inspector. So I get super anal about these things. All right, so we want it to be roughly like 35% of the box. So is that good? All right, we're gonna call this. Whoops. Okay. Search field. All right, we're gonna call this. Actually, I already had it lined up. Okay, so okay, so that's gonna stay there. Okay. This is called font list box. Font list box. And this is gonna be our preview area. So let's, okay. And this is called this is called preview field. Okay. Sorry, I know I'm not the fastest here. All right, next, set preview field property to, let's see, how can I get, set the text property. Here we go, initial state. So here we go. Okay, how razor back jumping frogs can level 6 peak gymnasts. There you go. There you go. That's in there. Let's see. Since your application will be previewing fonts, your user end will need some sample text to look at, and that's what we got. And then set text size property to 36 points. All right. So where's points? Alignment. Can you do that here? No. Text color, text background, format. So how do I got that. Can I do it here? Can I do it here? No. Let's see, top. All right. Okay, nope. So how do I change font size? Check spelling, default. Is it format? Properties. This is crazy. Oh, here we go. Got it. 36. There we go. Yay. It's amazing how easy this is. I wonder if okay. Okay. Now we move on to, page 2. All right, your interface is now complete. The project will have more code than the previous chapter, blah, blah, blah. So in the font list box open event at the add the following code. Okay, so we're going to go to the, double click it. Whoops. Remove, that's okay, we can fix it. Open. All right, so let's get back to the controls for a second. And we'll put this back. There we go. And then we'll go to open here. Okay, so we're gonna set our variables. So counter. Let's see, my font count as integer. All right, so we're setting our variables. My font count equals font count. So it's going out there. We're going to establish the number of fonts that I have on my computer for counter equals 0 to my font count minus 1. Okay, so the reason we do this is because let's just say I have 20 fonts. It's going to return a value of 20, but when you do a count, the count starts at 0, so you're 1 off. So my font count will start off as 19. Okay. Now we're going to add. So when it does, we're going to add a row. So me, meaning the list box, add row, font counter. So it's going to take font counter at 0. So whatever the font counter. Did I spell that right? Okay. And then next. There, got it. So this should look familiar. Okay. Sorry. Okay, sorry. So I'm doing two things at once here. Okay. All right. So got that. Now add the change event handler to the font list box to add this code. Okay. Okay. So got that. Now we're going to go back here. We're going to add another. Whoops. Okay, so we're going to add another, insert another event handler. So you go insert event handler. So that when a change occurs, and I guess a change occurs meaning a different selection. Okay, so if e dot list index does not equal -1, then preview field, sorry, I'm managing two things at once here, and so I'm boring you at the moment. Okay, so preview field text font equals me dot list index and if. Okay, so what happened here? And if. Okay. All right, so what happens here? The change event occurs when the user selects or deselects a row in the list box. Because the user could be deselecting, you need to check whether or not the row is selected. So the reason the -1 is being used here states that if the index is -1 if there's nothing selected. If it doesn't, then preview text font equals, so me list. Okay. Okay, so now it wants me to run it. Forgot to save it, but we're going to run it. I really should have saved it. All right, so there we go. Not bad. That was easy. Actually, okay, there we go. So maybe it's just the fact that I don't know. Why is some of these work? I wonder if it has to do with certain fonts, because it looks like some of my Adobe fonts aren't working. Tahoma. I mean, the system fonts seem to be working. It's just when I get to my certain fonts, just I don't know if it's okay. So it works. All right, I'm gonna save it. Okay, so let's do this. All right. Okay, so then preview field, the text font is going to be whatever the list index is. So whatever is happening in the list, this list, it's wherever the index is. All right, so that's how that works. All right, so quit application, double click the search field. So now we're going to work on the search field. I just want to check, make sure everything's going on. Hello? Okay, we're still streaming. All right. All right. All right. Double click the search field. That's this. Okay. Add the text change event handler. So whenever you change text from within the field, and let me head back here and reset. In the right spot, text change. All right, here we go. Dim search string as string. Yay. Dim counter my font count as. Okay, so I guess you're setting all this up as integer. Okay. All right, the event occurs whenever the text is inside. So basically, you have to reestablish the variables each time because you are running a new method or a new event. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Before you can save your font count. So my font count equals font count. Okay, so this optimization is even more important here since the code will run every time a letter is typed or deleted in the search field. Because it'll run so often, you need to make it as fast as possible. Okay, now we're going to add code. If me dot text is not equal to then we'll do stuff here. So it's all right. All right, this checks if your search field contains any text. If it does, you'll loop through the fonts displaying any matches. If not, you'll display the full font. There are two paths this code can take. First, if search field is not empty, you'll loop through the fonts and display only those whose names contain the search string. Okay, so basically, okay. Yeah, okay, so I get it. So as you're typing in text, the font change is gonna. That's why I have to reestablish the variables, and that's why I have to set the variables. So search string equals me dot text. So search string is going to equal whatever you type in the field for counter equal 0 to my font count minus 1. If in string font counter okay, search string greater than 0, then font list box dot add row font counter and if. Next. Okay, so for each one, it's just, okay, so there's our loop. And I'm getting a string, I'm getting this here. So it indicates the end of a variety of code blocks. Okay, so I think that's just more or less. On the other hand, if the search field is empty, you should assume that the end user wanted to see all the fonts installed. Here's a code that helps you do that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so here's something I forgot to do. So that goes in here. Okay. So here's what it really wants me to do. Search string equals me.text. Okay, font list box delete. Okay, so as you're doing it, it wants you to delete all the rows no matter what. For counter equals 0 to my font, yeah. If in string font counter, okay, so if in string it's greater than 0, then, okay, got that, and if. Else, I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Else, okay, so if the text field is empty, delete all the rows and then repopulate. Counter equals 0. Zero to my font count. That's -1. Give me 1 second here. 2 seconds here. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then the font list box dot add row font counter and then next. Okay, so it's clear I'm doing something wrong here. So if me.text equals that, then search string equals me, font list box delete or roll. For counter equals 0 to my font count -1. If in string font counter comma search string is greater than 0, then font list box font, oh, here we go. There we go. Font counter and if. Okay. Here we go. And if. There we go. And if. Next. Okay, so that's the wrong if. Okay. Huh. So why won't it go up? Okay. So my problem is right here. Um, okay, see that doesn't work. So I already have it. See, this should be. Okay. So something's getting screwed up right here. So the 4 counter equals 0, 2, my count, right? If okay, I wonder if it's there we go. All right. So it can't be on one line. There we go. Let's run it. Okay. I spelled something wrong. Font instead of fount. There you go. Save. Run. Deedle 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 deedle. Is it working? All right. So that's working. Now let's try this. Adobe. Look at that. Look at that. It works. So there you go. That's create a font preview. So the what we were learning here is basically how to deal with loops. So that's our tutorial for this one.